This segment of ScentBlocker Most Wanted is brought to you by the Whitetail Institute of North America. Deer nutrition is all we do. And by...
Welcome back, folks. We just saw Bob hunting the triple stand back in November when a buck rattled his nerves to no end. We've seen this buck for years, but have never got a shot at him. The guys just call him Beer Can, because his bases are about as big around as a beer can. Needless to say, Bob was itching to get back in that stand. From everything we knew, the triple stand was in Beer Can's home range. Only a few days went by and Bob got another chance.
With a big buck, we had a single doe come right through exactly where he walked. And I just kept waiting and waiting, thinking the way she was acting, she was just moving on that there's going to be a buck. And that's probably been 45 minutes ago. I told Josh, that looks like something that a buck ought to be following. It's 45 minutes later, and he just kept right on going. That was a good deer.
Earlier in that same year, same farm, Larry found his most wanted during bow season.
Out of all the different bucks that I know that are still existing on this farm, there's this one deer stands out in my mind, and we call him Crab Claw, because out on the end of his main beams, he's got crab claws, and we've had pictures of him for the last couple of years also. He's never been seen in the daylight. He's a 4 or 5 year old deer this year, and through September and October, seen him a lot, nighttime pictures, never seen him during the day. Now, there was no doubt he was responding to my rattling and grunting. From the pictures of this deer, you can tell he's an aggressive buck. Anytime he's in the picture with other deer, had his ears pinned back, you look at his hide, he is skinned from head to toe from fighting. And this year was no difference. Well, I look up and there he is. He's making a scrape, rubbing a cedar tree, grunted one time, and here he come on a string.
Okay.
That's old Crab Claw. We've got so many pictures of that buck. He came to the horns, and he gave it up to the horns. He is shot right behind the front leg. Good. Get the old Larry Woodward twist. Hey, he is definitely on our most wanted list as we showed you.
Let me point something out here. I want to flash back, show you a couple pictures of this buck here in October. He was a giant, rotund, muscular, great big mature deer. Got this picture of him 2 days ago, and I told Dustin right off the bat, I'm like, man, he's working it hard because he's already lost so much weight, and his backbone's already sticking up. And you know, here it is, I think it's the 10th of November today, and he's already lost a lot of his body weight from rutting activity. Even though we haven't been seeing it in the daytime much lately, it's been on. But what a buck.
This segment of Scent Blocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by IQ. Center the dot for the perfect shot. Block Black. One tough target. Glendale, because there's only one chance at a big buck. Scent Blocker Most Wanted has been brought to you by Winchester Rifles and Shotguns. Diamondback Truck Covers. It's your truck, use it. Gilbreth's Taxidermy, the official taxidermist of Scent Blocker Most Wanted.
That's a buck.
That's not just a shooter, that's another buck we've been keeping track of for 2 years now.
That's that deer without the G2. It's been in the whitetail clover down here. I'll guarantee it. We just looked at him last night. We got hundreds and hundreds of pictures of that guy. We're gonna take him off our list. If he moves much to the right, he's gonna get behind them trees. Are you on him?
Yeah.
Got him.
Right there, baby. Right there. This is a huge body, probably a 4.5-year-old deer, could be 5.5. We've had pictures of him for 2 years, as I said. But we kind of called him the weird G2 buck. He was in this clover field pretty well all summer. And his G2 on this side, when you get pictures of him this way, it's no longer, actually the brow times are longer than the G2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just kind of a recognizable deer. But what a deal when the plan comes together. And you can see how big the body is compared to me. It's just a big old mature buck, and it's nice to have a buck you can take out that you've got on a wanted list like we've got.